Welcome back to a new episode about series critics. Today I will talk to you about my favorite episode of the Netflix series Love, Death, Robots, called 3 Robots. This animated anthology has become very popular for its futuristic originality. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you watch it since I like it a lot. This episode is recognized because of its humor, although the psychological idea of this story can be very crude and even instill fear about the future that awaits us along with technology and our impact on the environment. As the name of the episode says, the main characters are these 3 robots visiting our apocalyptic human world full of schools, falling constructions, blood and dust. Robots try to understand humanity's lifestyle. They explore our daily actions, traditions, and classify them as primitive and obvious actions like eating, watching TV, or playing sports such as basketball, where they can find a taste of joy. The point I like the most of this episode is the sarcastic humor, since the fact humanized robots are going to see the ruins of our civilization. That reminds me a lot of human tourism of ruins in my country like Teotihuacan that many of us have visited, including me, and we have very similar points of view about the extinct cultures. The complexion of the main robot reminds me a lot of this futuristic movie Terminator 2, especially for this identical scene. Also, his physiology and his silly humor are very similar to the well-known C-3PO robot from Star Wars. I think it is a key point the use of possible technologies in our future, such as the baby care robots in the small robot. The similarity of Xbot to the Xbox that they mention is ancestor of this robot, in addition to the similarity of the other robot with the Alexa machine.
Off button.
Son, your skin and bones, are you recharging properly? Oh,
I will.
I considered it an episode with a very underlying topic to raise awareness of our actions and change before it's too late. The hidden meaning is a critique to society from the perspective of a non-living machine that we created that describes the useless actions we do to extinguish ourselves. I think it's a near future since a radical change is needed to revert and solve the damage caused in the earth. Exists a possibility that it will improve. Nevertheless, the episode shows an awful scenario of how it can be if it happens. It made me think a lot about my actions, their impact, and I hope you do too. The robots described we die as a result of our own incompetence, eradicating our bad decisions on Earth and technology. Where humans probably die for global warming, here we can appreciate that, probably a tsunami ended with this city. In addition to technology, they gave other beings the ability to develop. A clear example are the cats that enslaved humanity and said they would destroy those who did not pet them forever by exploding. The reference to cats remind me of the WALL-E movie, since there is a similar unique animal that survives human extinction with ability to communicate with the robots. In WALL-E is a cockroach, and in the episode are cats. However, in the series, cats use the power to manipulate others. Robots mentioned they were one of the principal causes of the apocalypse since they developed thumbs. Personally, although I love cats, the idea of them taking control scares me since I have a cat and I know they are very clever and independent. Thanks for joining us to this Love, Death, Robots critic. Hope you see the 3 Robots episode and tell us your opinion on the comments. See you next week in a new video.